Hi, welcome to Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Andy Demetra. From walk-off bombs to National Players of the Week to spring football, we've got you covered this week. But we begin with South Carolina women's basketball in the NCAA tournament. The Gamecocks this past weekend gave their home fans a fitting send-off as they rolled past Jacksonville and then Kansas State in the first two rounds of the NCAA women's tournament. Let's take a look and a listen back to some of the highlights and special moments as the Gamecocks got their NCAA tournament run started.
USC, go God!
Coming up on Gamecock Insider, South Carolina football continues to work hard as they get ready for their spring game April 9th. We meet one of the Gamecocks' new coaches, wide receivers coach and co-offensive coordinator Brian McClendon sits down with us next.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Coke Zero. Enjoy everything. By Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work. And by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
America's workers are passionate about building better lives for themselves and their families. Colonial Life is passionate about helping them with benefits that preserve and protect what they work so hard to build. Even if challenging times get in their way, when you need us most, we're there, and we've been there for 75 years. Colonial Life, the benefits of good, hard work.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame warm-ups from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Chad Holbrook. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
You've upgraded all your old technology, so what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New is EcoBoost technology. New is a foot-activated liftgate. New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now, get into a new Fusion for $179 or 0 for 60 plus 2,000 trade assist. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Join us every week at Wild Wing Cafe for Carolina Calls from 7 to 8 p.m. Wild Wing Cafe is Columbia's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times. Tune into Carolina Calls every week and go to wildwingcafe.com for more information.
Hello, my name is Brian McClendon. I'm the wide receivers coach here at South Carolina. One of the reasons that I came here was I just saw unlimited potential here. I think it's a program that that the sky's the limit for. I think that you're definitely in the best conference in college football and can compete and will compete at the highest level in that conference. The thing that attracted me here was we're just great people. And I think you got to be able to trust people, guys that know how to communicate, and people that's going to be fair to everybody around them and know how to treat people, which is huge. We're going to be the hardest working segment on the team, in the conference, and in the country. I think there's no substitute for hard work. I think that it's a mentality more so than anything else if you want to be great. We're going to be very, very good fundamentally, and we're going to be tough. And I think all of those are why you play the sport of football and play this game of football. And the biggest thing, we're going to be very unselfish. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be fair. You know, if you earn it, you get it. And if you don't earn it, then you won't get that opportunity. You know, me being a former collegiate athlete, playing football in this league and playing football in the NFL, I think the one thing that you can never overlook is a relationship. You got to be able to trust what your coach is saying. I mean, your coach is a guy that I think you should be able to trust with anything that's going on in your life. You mean more to your coach than just what you do on the field. I think a lot of times, you know, players get caught up and think that their only value is what you produce and what you do out there on the field, and that's not the case. But that relationship I think is very invaluable in everything. We're going to go out there and we're going to compete from the very beginning of the game to the very end, regardless of the score. We're going to be unselfish. We're going to play for each other, and then we're going to play hard and we're going to be physical. And that's one thing that I think that we can expect from South Carolina football.
Play fast. Pivot. Eyes. We got to be athletes. We got to play on the balls of our feet. In his face. The most important thing is the ball. The hopes and dreams of our team. Take care of the ball.
Better shut your eyes. Here I come. It's gonna be a wild ride. These wicked games that we play. These wicked games that we play. These wicked games that we play. These wicked games.
Coming up on Gamecock Insider, we relive the Gamecocks' SEC opening sweep of the Arkansas Razorbacks here at Founders Park. Stay with us.
If it wasn't for the University of South Carolina, we never would have started it.
We had an idea for a new way to create digital trees for video games and movies. So we decided to start SpeedTree through the USC Technology Incubator. Now, our software has been used in more than 50 feature films.
The fact that a couple of USC grads can have such a huge impact on Hollywood and even win an Academy Award, that's what No Limits means to us.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame warm-ups from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Chad Holbrook. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
You've upgraded all your old technology, so what about this? It's time to get into the new with Ford. New is EcoBoost technology. New is a foot-activated liftgate. New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now, get into a new Fusion for $179 or 0 for $60 plus $2,000 trade assist. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider. As first impressions go, it was quite a strong one for South Carolina baseball. The Gamecocks kicked off SEC play here at Founders Park by sweeping the number 12 Arkansas Razorbacks in a series that featured clutch pitching, timely hitting, and plenty of big moments. Our cameras rolled to give you this exclusive footage of the Gamecocks' series sweep over the Razorbacks. Enjoy.
I couldn't be prouder of the grit and determination and the winning attitude and competitive spirit my team showed. We didn't play perfect baseball by any stretch, but we played winning baseball.
Scalds that one up the middle and it gets off the glove of Bernal.
Yeah, anytime you load the bases, I mean, obviously that's one of my main jobs on this team is to drive in runs, especially against a guy in Tacolini. I mean, every Friday night guy in this league is extremely difficult, and getting to them early is the key with that.
Team's trying to get back to the promised land of Omaha as Arendas drives this one to right, going back. Cole leaps and cannot hold on to it. It pops out of his glove. 2 runs will score. And the Gamecocks put a 5 spot on the board in the first inning.
It was a pretty impressive night for us offensively.
This one may get to the fence. They are wearing out Dominic Tacolini. Thompson Williams is going to get 2 runs batted in, and he's going to have himself a triple. First triple of the season for the South Carolina Gamecocks, and they have jumped all over Arkansas here in the first 2 innings. Mark Schmidt not phased.
Clark has been great. He's been very, very consistent, and you know, he got us off to a good start.
I mean, when he goes out there, we got a really good chance to win, and if we're swinging the bat like that, I mean, we should be trouble Friday nights.
Obviously, it helps a ton when you have a lineup like ours, putting in hits and getting early runs like that. It gives you a good cushion.
Opposite field drive from Arendas. This will take Sims to the wall, and it'll lead. And he's got his first home run of the season.
But Arkansas wasn't done yet. In SEC play, it's always a battle.
Brandon Murray treated rudely out of the bullpen here in the 8th inning by Arkansas.
Sophomore John Jones would provide the necessary insurance for a series opening victory.
Jones with his 3rd hit of the night, and he will pick up the run batted in as South Carolina takes game 1 of this SEC baseball opening weekend series.
With the series on the line and game 2 tied at 2, the Gamecocks came to the plate in the 5th inning with a purpose.
That's a shot to the helmet of LT Tolbert, and that was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
LT's out there, you know, bleeding all over the place and doesn't want to come out of the game. It's really, really neat to coach guys like that.
After LT had that whole thing going on with bleeding from the ears, I felt like I had to do something for him.
Jones gives one a ride. And home run number 5, and he gives the Gamecocks the lead.
Leading by 2 in the bottom of the 8th, Carolina looked to veteran Marcus Mooney to seal the deal.
And finds some space. Big base hit for Marcus Mooney. Going to score 2, so a 2-run RBI single for Marcus Mooney.
A great game for us. My kids displayed some toughness and some resiliency and some want to, and we'll come back tomorrow and see if we can play our best game of the weekend.
The Razorbacks came out in Game 3 with a vengeance, but the Gamecocks were determined to get the sweep.
This could turn it around in a hurry as this one is lifted in the gap, and that's going to find the fence. Dom Thompson-Williams comes through again, and he is going to motor his way into third base. It is a 2-run triple. And South Carolina with some big-time 2-out damage here in the 5th inning, right back in this contest.
When he talks in the locker room, people listen. And he's kind of wanted to be a leader from the day that he got here, and that's what he's been.
With time running out in the 8th, Carolina turned to a familiar hero to complete the comeback.
2-2, lifted deep, right field. Has he done it again? He has! John Jones, a 3-run blast. What else can you say about this guy?
He's incredible. I don't understand how he hits the way that he does, but he is so clutch. You know, he comes up big every time, and it's such a blessing to be on his team. He's a great asset.
Egan on the first pitch, bounces it to first, and that will do it.
Tremendous start to the season for South Carolina.
And coming up next on Gamecock Insider, I sit down with Chad Holbrook as we break down the sweep and some of the Gamecocks' standout performers. That's next. Introducing the Tex-Mex Bacon Thick Burger with fire-roasted peppers and onions, smoky Santa Fe sauce, and thick-cut bacon on a 100% Black Angus beef patty. New at Hardee's.
You can get 2 free tickets to see your Gamecocks men's basketball team take the court this season just by shopping at Bilo. Purchase a minimum of $50 worth of groceries in one transaction and exchange your receipt at the Colonial Life Arena ticket office for 2 free tickets to a South Carolina home game. This offer is valid only while supplies last, so shop at your local Bilo today. Britton's of Columbia has Gamecock attire for men and ladies with accessories to match from brands like Southern Tide and Smathers and Branson. Stop by Britton's of Columbia or like Britton's on Facebook.
America's workers are passionate about building better lives for themselves and their families. Colonial Life is passionate about helping them with benefits that preserve and protect what they work so hard to build. Even if challenging times get in their way, when you need us most, we're there, and we've been there for 75 years. Colonial Life, the benefits of good, hard work.
When you grow up in a place, it's not just where you're from, it's who you are. The way things are done there becomes just how they're done. And while other places are nice, none of them quite feel like home. We're proud to say we grew up in the South, where serving you best starts with a conversation. Visit us at your nearest South State location or at southstatebank.com.
People ship all kinds of things
But what if that thing is a few 100,000 doses of flu vaccine
that need to be kept at 41 degrees.
while being shipped to a country where it's 90 degrees? In the shade.
Sound hard? Yeah.
Does that mean people in Laos shouldn't get their vaccine?
We didn't think so.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
Good hard work has earned Meredith Bay the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the swimming and diving team, Bay is a sophomore exercise science major with a 4.0 GPA. This week's Academic Athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
High fly, left field, at the fence. A walk-off for Ard. And South Carolina wins it 5-4.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider. Our Sandsbury Ice Center. Did you see that play? The double walk-offs for South Carolina softball in a series victory over Georgia. Andy Demetra joined by South Carolina head baseball coach Chad Holbrook. It wasn't quite a walk-off, but John Jones had himself a dramatic game-winning homer to cap off the series sweep versus Arkansas. The SEC Player of the Week, Chad. I knew you expected him to hit, but you expected him to be hitting this well already.
Well, he's done very well for us, obviously, and he wasn't really healthy much this fall, so I didn't know what to expect going into the spring, but he hadn't stopped hitting since January. He's a fixture in our lineup, done great things hitting in the 3-hole for us, drove in a lot of runs, gotten a lot of hits, taken his walks, minimal number of strikeouts. He's been the total package so far.
And then behind Alex Destino in the Gamecock order has been Dom Thompson-Williams. He also had numbers worthy of SEC Player of the Week honors. Seems like he's really settled into that 5-hole in the order. What have you liked about his plate approach and the production you've gotten from Dom?
Well, he's just been so consistent. I believe he's been on base every single game. He gives you a good at-bat. He doesn't chase pitches out of the strike zone. And when you throw it in there, he's made some solid contact. And he's used his explosive athleticism to beat out some balls on infield hits and that sort of thing. He just kind of keeps the lineup going. And when he comes up with runners in scoring position, he has a knack of driving them in. He's been a great addition to our team.
Part of a lineup that batted .333 against Arkansas. John Jones, however, is our Terminix Pest Player of the Week for leading South Carolina to the series sweep over Arkansas. It is, of course, a long season ahead in the SEC. What'd you learn about your team through these first 3 games against the Razorbacks?
Well, we had some grit, we had some toughness, we had some fight, and we handled adversity the right way, and we won some tight games. And it was good to see us compete against a high-level opponent, a great opponent. And anytime you kind of measure yourself against Arkansas and you come out on top, you got to feel good about your team and the direction that you're headed.
Palmetto Health injury report. Madison Stokes still listed with the foot injury, but he is very close to coming back. That is great to hear. Let's talk about your pitching staff, Chad. You got another dominant performance from Clark Schmidt, SEC's ERA leader, coming in. Braden Webb might have delivered his best start of the season against Arkansas. What'd you like about that?
We had much better command. Even though he had a number of walks, he seemed to around the strike zone a lot more. He was commanding his pitches. His off-speed curveball and changeup were much better. He was just in a groove, and you have to be. He's got great stuff, and if he's in the strike zone with his great stuff, he's going to have great success, and that's what we saw this past weekend.
How nice is it now to sort of have your bullpen roles defined? That was a question mark perhaps at the beginning of the intra-squad scrimmages. Looks like you have that sorted out.
Well, yeah, we got some depth back there, and that's made me feel good. You know, Reagan's throwing the ball extremely well. Tyler Johnson gave us a big shot in the arm on Saturday against Arkansas. And, you know, we feel good about Matt Vogel. We feel good about Brandon Murray. We feel good about Reed Scott. So we got a different number of guys that we can put out there with the game on the line, and that gives us some great depth and a great opportunity to win some games late.
Well, it is a 30-game rock fight. SEC play. Nothing else like it in college baseball. Coach, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
That is head coach Chad Holbrook on Gamecock Insider. And now let's look at Mike Carolina.
Now, Gamecocks everywhere can support their beloved university year-round at the USC Alumni Center. Our spirit capital is the place to support student learning, connect to each other, and advocate for Carolina, no matter where you are in the world. Alumni, students, faculty, staff, and fans, we are ready to welcome you home. Visit mycarolina.org and stay connected forever to thee.
Planning a brighter future is easy with Future Scholar, South Carolina's tax-deductible 529 college savings plan. The holiday season is a great time to open a Future Scholar account. It's never too early to start investing in your children's future. Learn more at futurescholar.com, and let's paint their futures bright.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame warm-ups from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Chad Holbrook. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Turn out the lights.
Why is all your junk in your new car?
It's not junk.
Thank
They
you.
say that all good things must end. Call it a night.
Are you kidding me?
Nissan Sentra, J.D. Power's highest-ranked compact car and initial quality. Now get a $149 per month lease plus $500 on the Nissan Sentra.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the inaugural certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Coke Zero. Enjoy everything. By Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work. And by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
You have several chances to watch the Gamecocks at home this week. The South Carolina baseball team is back here at Founders Park Tuesday to play host to the College of Charleston. And the number 8 ranked South Carolina women's tennis team is a pair of matches this weekend, Thursday against Texas A&M and then Saturday versus LSU. For all of us at Gamecock Productions, I'm Andy Demetra, and thanks once again for watching Gamecock Insider.